Alright, so I'm using my headset mic, my gaming headset mic this time around to try to isolate the AC noise because I feel like I've apologized for the AC hum in all my videos this summer. You might still hear a bit because the AC is facing straight at my mic, but hopefully it's reduced as much as I can possibly get it reduced. Anyways, so yeah, this drawing here is a drawing based on a photo that I took back when I was in Rome with a couple of friends, and my girlfriend, of course. And this one's based on the friends, who are obviously a couple, and I just felt like drawing them for fun. I don't know. But yeah, for this video, I kind of want to talk about the the black hole that is social media, and particularly Instagram and YouTube, because those are pretty much the ones that I'm on for the most part. Facebook, I'm on like just to look at the memes, and Twitter, you don't really see people posting a bunch of photos. It's just a bunch of people sort of complaining and stuff. I don't know. But yeah, so Instagram and YouTube. Obviously, there's the whole creative side of social media where if you're an artist or musician or any type of creative and you follow a bunch of other creatives and you start to see that they are posting very constantly and you feel like you're not keeping up. And I think I've talked about this in another video, and I'm sure plenty of other people have talked about this too. But you get kind of worried or stressed out because you feel like you're not doing as much as they are. So you're pretty much constantly thinking, oh my god, what do I suck? Why am I not as good as them? More often than not, I'm sure a lot of these artists that post daily have these photos of their drawings that they've done in the past, and they're just posting them now. And I think it sucks that some of them aren't honest about that because it creates this image that professional artists need to constantly be drawing. But luckily, luckily, I follow some artists on Twitter, and these are professionals that are working in the industry and all that. And they've talked about how they have taken a lot of time off from drawing, even months at a time sometimes. So that kind of gives you a more realistic view of how you should be working. Obviously, if you're just starting, you need to be practicing a lot and studying a lot, and you need to be really honing your craft to get to a certain level of drawing that you need to get to. But for those of us who feel very stressed out because they see these people constantly posting, we need to, of course, be more balanced about it. But aside from the creative side of social media, since a lot of people have talked about this, and if you're an artist and you're watching this, I'm sure you've seen a lot of YouTube artists talk about it. I wanted to talk about the more influencer side of Instagram and Instagram and YouTube. Sorry. Yeah. So if you're like me, you've been sucked into this world of travel influencers and these people on Instagram that post these beautiful photos, and these people on YouTube who post these like very cinematographic, the word is cinematic, that post very cinematic footage of their vacations and their little road trips and all of that. And it makes you so jealous. At least it makes me really jealous, and I want to do those things. Like, one of my other passions aside from making artwork is traveling and exploring. And I see these photos and I go, how are these people doing this? How are they doing this like every single day? They really make it look like they're having this spectacular life that everyone wants. And maybe some of them are, I don't know, but I was doing some research because I was like, there's no way these people are just living like this. They travel all the time and they just have fun all the time, and they're just taking cool photos and videos and just posting it and getting sponsors and stuff. So I did some research because I finally decided that I want to know the truth and how these people make their money and all that. And I found a video on YouTube of this guy who talks about how that travel industry works for influencers and stuff. Obviously, he's not speaking for every single person that does this, but I think it gives you an idea of how it works. So basically, these companies hire these influencers to go on these vacations. And I guess they give them this really strict itinerary, and these people have to follow that to the T. Obviously, they might have some room for creative expression and all of that, but for the most part, they gotta wake up at certain times. They need to get the right photo at the right time because sometimes the sun's at a certain spot and that's the best time to take the photo. And sometimes they gotta wait for other influencers to finish taking their videos or photos so that they can get in. And so basically, they don't get to enjoy their vacation the same way you and I would, right? So that's one thing to think about. And realizing this, it made me think, okay, so these guys are working hard just like any of us are. Just like an artist would be working hard to get better at their craft and maybe get a show to exhibit or to work in a studio. These people are working hard editing their photos or editing their videos and working on their storytelling and all of that. And they worked hard to get to where they are, basically. And because they're so good at it, they make it look like it's easy, and it makes people go, wow, these guys are getting paid for that. But in reality, it's hard work, right? It's just like streamers for video games. People are like, these guys are playing video games for a living. What's so hard about that? But in reality, it's because one, they're entertaining, two, they're very good at the games that they play, and three, they're very consistent with streaming. People stream as full-time jobs. They're on there for 8 hours. You know how hard it is to perform for 8 hours? It seems pretty tough. I have a hard time just talking into the mic to nobody. But yeah, there's another one. YouTubers, they work hard. It looks easy, but in reality, they're spending hours and hours editing after the hours and hours of footage that they take. I don't know where I was going with this, but I just wanted to talk about how those people make me jealous. And if you look at their feeds, they have these amazing photos and stuff, and it makes them look like they're always doing something. But I look back at my Instagram, my personal Instagram, where I post photos of my life, and my photos are spread out throughout months, I guess. Like, I'll do like 3 or 4 posts, like randomly, of my trips. And if you're just an outsider looking in at my Instagram, it looks like I travel a lot too. So, people only post the cool stuff that they do on Instagram. So that's something to keep in mind. And yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much all I want to talk about, I guess. Getting trapped in this black hole of social media and how people are doing cool things and stuff. It sucks. And I don't know. I think it's nice to shed some light on what the realities are sometimes. And I guess I contribute to making it look like I live this awesome life too. But I think the reality is that most of us just work an honest living and we are working hard towards our goals, and hopefully we end up reaching the job or the position that we hope to reach to be able to do these cool things. And sometimes you just got to realize that you're spending your money on the wrong things, like stuff that you don't need but you want. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to do that. In fact, most of the things you probably own are things that you don't need and you just want, and that's cool. But it's a goal of mine to try to spend more on experiences and less on, I guess, material things. But if it's things that make you happy, then buy it. It might set you back from going on that next vacation or whatever, but yeah, who cares, I guess. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean. Buy that camera lens that's way too expensive if you want it for your vacations, or buy that gear that you want so that your audio quality sounds better for YouTube, or buy those brushes if you're an artist and you need better brushes for your watercolor paintings. I think I'm talking too much now, so I'm gonna go. I hope you guys got something out of this. If you liked the video, please like it. Subscribe if you like drawing videos, I guess, and other stuff. And share it, please. I would really like it if you shared it. And comment below if you have anything to say, and I will probably get back to you because I have no viewers. Okay, bye.